Alright guys, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an ASAP Mob type beat. Today I'm not going to be showing my face. I recently got throat surgery, so I'm unable to talk really loud, but that doesn't stop the grind. So without further ado, let's get into the video. But before I start, make sure to go comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on notifications, post bell on, so you'll be notified when I drop new content. And that's it, let's get into it. So I wanted to create something kind of like Praise the Lord by ASAP Rocky. I noticed that a lot of the ASAP Mob, they use a lot of flute beats as well. So in this tutorial, basically I kept it very simple, very simple. This is all I used essentially. For the melody, that was it, and for the drums, that's it. So this goes to show you that you don't need a lot of sounds to really make a good beat. It's just arrangement, mixing, and just how you place the instruments. So you don't really need too much. First, what I started with was basically the 𝙤𝙑 flute, and then I played around with some melodies, and this is basically what I came up with. I drew these little repetitive chords, of course. It started like this, and then I pressed Command C and then Command V, copied it over. I should have had this, and then I took this up an octave, and then I added some little flares right here, just to spice things up a little bit, you know. So yeah, that's basically what I did for the instrument. Let's get into the mixing. I added halftime. As you can see, in certain areas I half-timed it just to add a different flavor of arrangement to it. I of course added an EQ. I added cassette tape. I put the clean tape. That's all I did. Turned down the static. I added a vinyl, isotope vinyl. I just turned up the warp. I added a flanger. I added an EQ, a boost in the mids, and of course I added a reverb just to make it feel more spacious in the mix. And then I added a Maximus. This is just basically to compress it, make it feel more fit in the mix without frequencies piercing into your ears. And then I added basically a limiter. This is basically to turn it up a bit, turn it down, the threshold, added a compression to it, and that's about it. That's as far as for the mixing for the flute. So let's get into the drums now. Alright, so for the drums, my homie Buddha, he put me on these 4-bar loops, and basically it helps you keep it very minimalistic, but yet it helps it go, if that made sense. So yeah, basically I of course added the clap. Take a listen. And then I added the hi-hats. And then from there I added an 808, but for the 808 I kept it really repetitive, and then I just took it down one. For the 808 I chose to use this one. And it makes a lot of sense when you add it with the kick. It adds this kind of punch and thump that I wanted to go for. So take a listen together with what we got. Like I said, it sounded a little bit weird, but when I added the kick, it will all make sense. Here, take a listen. So then I added the snare and a perk, and this is what they sound like together. Then last but not least, I added the open hi-hat, and this is what it sounds like all together in the mix. So yeah, that's basically it for my master channel. All I did was add an EQ, standard clip. This is a really great plugin. It's better than Soft Clipper and Fruity Limiter. Highly advance y'all to go get this. It's only 20 bucks. Palace from 808 Mafia actually put me on this. So for drum mixing, when you want to make beats, you want to pick the best sound selection when you're making beats. And for me, I just like to buy really well mixed drum kits, so it makes the process a lot more easier for me, and I don't have to really worry about mixing as much because they already come pre-mixed. So if you're one of those guys that doesn't want to buy drum kits, all you want to do is just rip them off of Reddit, that's cool. But there's a reason why people take the time to make these drum kits, because they sound really good when you put them together in beats. You know, they all really align with one each other and they don't kind of clash, they don't sound muddy. Also, highly advise y'all to go get good drum kits. The drum kit I was using was Brick's the main. So for arrangement, what I did was I basically started with halftime, and for halftime I just wanted to keep it just short, so I cut it, of course. For this loop right here, as you can see, it's pattern 3 and pattern 2. I decided to actually take away the 808 and the kick, so it's just this. It's really just a build up for the kick and the drum when it's about to come in. And then for here, I had to make arrangements to make it feel more, more easier to, I wanted to add a B section to it basically. I wanted it to sound more than just a repetitive loop, because even that becomes boring. So I added, of course, the halftime from the beginning. I added pattern 2, took out the second section, and then took one from pattern 3, added it here, and then cut a little bit of that out. And then I just took this and then pressed Command C and then Command V and did it 3 times. Of course, I added my tag, and that's it, guys. So yeah, guys, that's it for the video for today. Make sure to go comment, like, subscribe. Make sure to go turn on notifications, post bell on. I try to drop a video every week. Make sure to stay tuned, because I did drop a lot of valuable gems here in this video. My whole process is basically simplicity. Yeah, make sure to go like and comment, subscribe. I suck at these. Peace.